Today we're gonna talk about a topic that I think will help you to change your life, to switch it up a little bit, make your dreams come true, because we all know that with spring starting, with a good season starting, we also want to have a lot of motivation and we want to take advantage of all the good energy that is in the air. And this is exactly why today's topic is going to be how to be organized and motivated in life for spring and summer 2025. We're all excited for. And welcome to a brand new episode of Coffee Dates with Zoe. Long time no see. I think the last time I filmed an episode was back in March, so it's been a while, I have to say, but I'm super happy to be back. There's been a lot going on in my life. A lot of it I told you about on Instagram, TikTok, and in my vlogs, but a lot of it is still a little bit hidden, and I'm gonna tell you more in the upcoming weeks. But for now, let me just say my life has changed so much. As always, before starting, let me know what's in your cup today. I have my iced coffee. It's officially iced drink season and I couldn't be more excited. And please also appreciate the effort of matching the top with the cup. And my slightly wavy hair, yesterday I braided it after the shower and this is the result. I'm quite happy with it, and this whole combo literally screams summer to me. And to be honest, it's just a minute away. It's not that far. So first things first, let me get one thing straight. Motivation starts with clarity and not pressure. So if you're not doing everything that you were planning on doing, if you're not doing everything that you would want to do not beat yourself up, because that's completely useless. And instead of thinking that you're lazy, just start thinking that you need more clarity on your goals, on what you want to achieve. And luckily, here I come to help you. Oh, by the way, if you feel like my voice is weird, it's not just because I'm speaking in another language which is not my own. And I think that's a funny thing, because everyone tells me that when I speak in English I have a different voice than when I speak in Italian, and I believe that in every language I switch a little bit the voice. That's not the point. I'm a little bit sick, so probably drinking an iced coffee isn't actually the best idea, but I'm taking care of it and I swear I'm getting better, so don't worry about me. Just pretend that my voice has always sounded like this. Okay, the first step to feeling organized and energized is actually understanding what matters for you. So let's take 5 minutes to think about these 3 questions. Ask yourself, what's one goal that I truly care about right now? Pick one among all the things that I know have been going on in your head for so long. I know your head is full of thoughts, full of ideas, full of different things, and maybe a little chaotic. I got you. But right now, let's just switch our attention to one single thing. What's the most important thing for you in this exact moment? The most important thing that you want to achieve in the next, let's say, 6 months. Then let's continue with understanding what has been bothering you. Why are you not achieving your goals? What is something that has been stopping you? Is there a situation that is draining you right now and leaves you with no energy to work on your goals? And lastly, personally, my favorite question is, what would my ideal day look like? How would I feel like living my ideal day? At what time would I wake up? What would I do first thing in the morning? What are the tasks that would fill my day up? I feel like sometimes we just forget the basics, and that's why we can't go on with our life. We literally forget that everything is up to us. Everything is in our hands. We have the power to change our daily life. Yes, maybe not overnight, but it will happen eventually if we put in the hard work. And we don't need a 10-step plan. You just need to reconnect with your true reasons. And believe me when I say you need to find the good reasons, because the superficial ones are not gonna do it. The superficial ones are not gonna push you through the hard days. Like really, the goal is to find the strategy to push through the hard days. Those are our obstacles, and no better way to fight it than understanding what's causing it. Because the reality is, motivation doesn't come from forcing. It comes from knowing what's worth showing up for. Once we know, once we understand our true goal, everything will come easily. And now let's be real. You don't need to be obsessed with planning in order to achieve your goals, but you do need some sort of organizational system, and you just need a simple one. Personally, I'm a little bit obsessed with organization, and I can't relate to people that are like, oh, I just live my day. I don't know what you're talking about. To-do list. I don't know what that is. If I had to keep it simple, these are the 3 tools that I would highly recommend anyone, even the ones that are starting right now, to get a little bit more organized in their life. So I'm gonna tell them to you right now, and then you decide how to adapt them to your life. Because in the end, no matter how brilliant a system is, if it doesn't suit you, then it's not gonna work. Hence, you need to keep your life organized with a system that feels like you. The first tool that I use are to-do lists. And a thing that actually was a game changer for me, and I never thought it would make a difference, but it actually does, is making a to-do list on my phone instead of like a paper. And that's because it's more visually clear in a way. It's just more organized. It has a more precise layout, and I just always have it with me. I can always look at it. And another underrated thing for me that I swear by right now is the calendar. Precisely, the Apple calendar is like my bestie because I have all those color blocks. I have a different color for each task or each category of tasks. And again, I think this is more efficient than a paper calendar just because having the different blocks visually clear in front of me helps me manage my time better and helps me better understand how much time do I actually have after I place all my essential tasks in my week. And last but definitely not least, I think that is probably the most important thing, the brain dump. So every Sunday I will open my notes app and I will write a brain dump of everything that I have to do. It doesn't matter if I have to do it like tomorrow, if I have to do it in a week, if I have to do it in 2 weeks. If it's bothering me, if it's in my mind, if I keep thinking about it, I will write it down. So it will stop haunting me even in my sleep and be like, oh, I really have to do this thing. Because my biggest fear is to forget when I have to do something. And with this method, I will not. I just know that I will write it down and I will find sometime sooner or later a moment to do it. Because the thing is, if it's in your head, it's taking up your energy even if you don't notice it. If you put it somewhere else, it will stay there and you will be more free. You will have more space in your brain for your creativity and calm. Now, for the third section of this video, I need to talk about a very, very, very important topic, and you need to listen very carefully to me. So let's be true to ourselves. Raise your hand if you ever thought, okay, well, I will just start on Monday at this point. Or if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. Like, what's the point of doing something mediocre? I got you, because I was just like you, and sometimes I have to admit, I still am. But I found very useful to reflect on it and trying to work on it every single day, because that's personally a thing that I struggle with and that I've always struggled with. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a Virgo. Like, you know what I mean? It's a really hard zodiac sign to take on. Someone must do it anyway, so I'm doing it. But being a perfectionist is not an easy job. And that mindset, I noticed that for me was killing my consistency. So I wouldn't be able to stay consistent in something because I would always be like, okay, today I can't give my 100%. So I will rather not do it. But the secret is that staying organized and motivated is imperfect progress. You will never be perfect. You will never be perfectly ready to do something. You will never be 100% ready to start. And you will not always be able to give your 100% every single day, because life is made of ups and downs. Let's get this thing straight. We can't always expect, not even like the richest person on earth, the person with the most beautiful life on earth, has all good days. And honestly, we wouldn't even want that probably. But we can't let our bad days get in the way of our dreams. So what we have to do is, again, deal with them and accept the fact that sometimes our 100% for a day actually corresponds to a 50% maybe, and that's okay. The important thing is that we keep giving something. We need to stick to our goals and we need to stick to our vision. We need to stay consistent in order to see the results. You didn't manage to wake up at 7 this morning and do your whole morning routine. That's okay. You woke up at 11. Just start again at 11. Do whatever you can to fix your day. Do whatever is in your power to fix whatever it is that you miss. And you can mess up. You're allowed to mess up. You're human. Humans mess up every single day, every single hour, probably every single minute. We mess up something. It's just in our nature. It's not a big deal. It's not that deep, I swear. It's a huge deal just if we make it like that. And this goes for everything. You missed your workout? That's okay. Don't feel guilty. Don't cry over it. Just start again. Do 5 minutes of stretching. You don't feel like working out? Work out anyways. Push yourself and get yourself out of a slump without feeling the need to every time crying over it. Just keep showing up. Show up for yourself. Show up for everything that you said you were going to do, even by messing up. And this takes off also a lot of pressure from our shoulders, realizing that we don't need to be perfect. We just need to stay faithful to what we promised ourselves. Like we would do in any other kind of relationship, we have to give what we can in the relationship with ourselves. Then another little tip that I would highly recommend and highly suggest is romanticizing your organization ritual, which means being organized needs to feel beautiful. You need to feel excited when you have to plan your week. You don't need to fear that moment. Light a candle when planning your week. Make yourself your favorite drink, whatever that is. Use pretty pens, use colors. Put your favorite TV series, your favorite music in the background. When your whole environment feels good, your brain follows. And being organized is honestly not at all about control. It's about creating a flow and making it a habit so that sticks with you more easily. And I would like to end this video on a very very important note. You always have to keep in mind that self-discipline equals self-respect. I'm also aware that the word discipline is misused so many times by those gurus on Instagram, and it's treated like something that it's so difficult, but it's not. Hear me out. Discipline is simply an act of self-love. It simply says, I care enough about my future, about my plans, about my goals, about actually creating for myself the life of my dreams, that I will keep showing up no matter what, no matter my energy levels, no matter how unmotivated I feel. Sometimes I might feel sad, and that's okay. I will embrace it. I will take a break when needed, but then I will keep showing up, and I will stop the perfectionism. I will stop all the excuses that are not that serious, and I will show myself that if I work for it, I can obtain whatever I want, and I will obtain whatever I wish for myself. So to sum it up, discipline means essentially three things. It's as easy as that. First, keeping promises to yourself. Remember when you said that you were going to live that particular life, that particular reality would become your reality? This is the moment to start working for it. Secondly, it means also doing the boring stuff. And lastly, it means sometimes you need to choose the hard way, even when you really don't feel like it. And once again, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay consistent. And this was it for today. As always, I would love to read your comments, so please make sure to leave one down below if you enjoyed this video. You got this. You can do it. I'm sending you lots of love, and see you in my next video. Cheers!